Hey guys, Little Gecko Airsoft here. Now as you can see, we are in a very different place. We're up here in the mountains, and which means we can do some shooting tests and stuff like that. So today what I have for you is the Valken Tactical Thunder Bee grenades. And so I'm just going to show you how to set them up, and I'm going to do a explosion test. So I have a gameplay video where I did use one of these. It kind of, well, actually it saved the whole team, so it didn't go to waste because it scared the crap out of everyone else. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started on how to use these grenades. Alright, so here's the grenade broken down. Basically, you have the shell here, which is what actually explodes, and you have to have multiple of these to work. And then you also have your CO2 cartridge, which you have to buy separately and stuff. So you can buy like kits and stuff for these things, and it's pretty cool. So you have your CO2 cartridge, and then here's the main core, and this you can reuse over and over. You also have a pin, and it's cool because it's actually used like with a real grenade with a pin and a spoon and everything. And so basically, how it works is there's this hammer here, as you can see. And I don't know how well you can see because there's kind of a glare on my screen. But so you take your pin and you'll stick it in front of the hammer. So you'll have to hold back the hammer, and then, as you can see, then you will hold down the spoon. Usually you want to do this when you have it all done, but I'm just explaining. You hold down the spoon and you'll pull out your pin, and then you'll stick the pin into the hole that the spoon goes into. So now this pin is holding the spoon, as you can see. So when you pull the pin, you can still hold the spoon, and you let go, and it pops. It hits the hammer, which hits this thing, which punctures the CO2, fills it up, and then makes it explode. So basically, on how to install it, I just thread this piece on here. Then I will throw in my CO2 cartridge, and then start the threading on this if you can. Yeah, you can't really. So I'm gonna pull back this pin so that I can get the CO2 cartridge all the way up. It fell out. That's cool. Okay, so I got my CO2 cartridge in, or my pin in. So throw in the CO2 face up so that it'll puncture. And then you can screw this on here, like so. Make sure everything's nice and tight. Now you have your core, and this you want really, really tight, because if you have a leak in this, your whole thing is kind of wasted. So you just want to tighten that up. Get it as tight as you can, and you're pretty much locked and loaded. There we go. Well, now you hold down the spoon, pull out the pin. It's a little finicky. There we go. And stick it inside just like that. Now it's ready to go. If I were to pull out the pin and let go of the spoon, it would go boom boom. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay guys, got my grenade ready, and I bent the pin here so that in battle, you know, the pin won't fall out like it happened to me. So it's gonna make the pin a little tougher to pull out, but I'm pretty sure I can do it. So let's go ahead and throw it. Yeah, I'm gonna use, yeah. So basically, you will pull the pin. This is, okay, it's hard to do because it's like on my hands. Oh, there we go, okay. Got the pin out. Now if I let go, it will puncture the CO2. And yeah, so let's do this. You can't see it. Let's move over to it. And so that's pretty much what it does. It just blows up like that. Let's run down here really fast. That was kind of a weak one, but it blew up, as you can see. So, yep. Alright guys, so got a little surprise for you. What we're doing today is I'm taking one of my Thunder Bees. My brother and my sister were out there in the hammock, and I set up my camera behind a tree, and they don't know it's there, and then I figure, you know, I'll show you guys that this can actually scare people, and it's a good tactic in war, so I'm gonna scare them with my Thunder Bee. Well, you'll see what happened. It didn't go according to plan, but yeah, it was still pretty funny. My heart's still pounding a little bit. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
Please don't put that right there. Nope. Nope, nope, nope.
What?
Is that gonna explode?
Let me move Isabella.
Hell, all it
Isabella,
does is make
stop.
a noise. We were trying
All
to
it does
scare
is
you.
make
We
noise,
set up a
guys.
camera.
I thought it was an airsoft thing.
It is an airsoft thing.
But all it does is make noise.
I don't know, it didn't work. Crap!
Leave it, Cleo.
It worked! Holy cow!
I wondered if I got all of us jumping.
That prank worked. Holy cow!